What is going on, guys? How about the ridiculousness of that? Had the match card set, did some other things to make sure everything was fine, came back not set. So kind of freaking me out. But tonight we've got some debuts. We've got some other things. We got a huge signing in WCW. Also, Eric Bischoff did not think that count was right with Jay Savage. So he has agreed to a Horseman's 2 out of 3 falls match. But he, in fact, is going to be the referee for this match. And the United States title is at stake. You will see this. We don't see it very often. But in every single match, something is at stake. Nothing building up to this. Nothing building up to that. Light heavyweight title's going to be at stake. The 8-man. Might as well call this a faction title belt. 8-man championships on the line tonight. Currently, DX holds it. Also, hardcore title belt on the line. The women's United States title belt on the line. All former world champions at one in one form or another. But the Universal Men's Money in the Bank briefcase on the line tonight. This is going to be weird. It shows Chris Ray still holding on to the belt, and it shows Eagle Star. Now, under the belt, it only shows Eagle Star. So these two are going to wrestle it out again tonight to see what happens there. Of course, it wouldn't be a Thursday Thunder without the women's television title on the line. New Blood member Suzie Lee going after Witcher, trying to get that television title. And then a double main event. Blaize McCoy, brand new signing, agreed to sign with the WCW on the terms that he got a shot at the WCW World title belt tonight. And then the Women's World Championship on the line as well. Ivy Nile going up against Ozzy. Can Ozzy make it? 11 title defenses. We will have to wait and see. But before all that can get down, before we can get to any double this or double that, United States title belt once again on the line with Jay Savage going up against Totes McGoats. 2 out of 3 falls. Eric Bischoff is your special guest referee.
And it's for the WCW United States Championship.
Slightly new arena here tonight as well. You know Eric Bischoff, all of a sudden getting a lot more involved in these matches as of late.
The special guest referee for this match,
Eric Bischoff, the WCW General Manager. Gonna make sure everything stays on the up and up tonight. Syndicate going up against the Horsemen. What is going on, Jake? Welcome to the stream, brother. Brooklyn Joker. Welcome, K-Pop 21. What is going on? And Brooklyn, I looked for your call under LDT 24. I did not find them, so I will look again. And see if I can't find them. Was kind of hoping to have them in this show, but might have to wait one more time. What is going on, my man? Solo Season. You made it just in time. Welcome to the stream, brother. Look at the state of this. The Syndicate leader, Jay Savage, making his way down to the ring. Jay Savage really thought that he got cheated, went back, talked to Eric Bischoff. Bischoff thought the same thing, thought maybe the referee might have been on the Horsemen's payroll. So tonight we'll get another shot in a 2 out of 3 falls match, and Eric Bischoff will be the special guest referee. No shenanigans. He brought down Andrew Dubs to make sure everything was going to remain on the up and up. Syndicate right now letting you know exactly what time it is. And you can see the arena slightly changed. Some updated images in the arena here tonight as well. You look at Totes McGoat's hat. He says, "Try me, I'll make you famous." Now the current Universal $1 Million Champion and the WCW United States Champion and the most prolific United States Champion making his way down to the ring. A member of the Four Horsemen. It is Totes McGoats. Crazy, we're starting to get the little chin beard. Hard to tell, but it's starting to come back. Those belts right there, both those belts. So most of our belts, to be fair, on another level. But both belts not on the line right now. What is on the line is the United States title.
Introducing the challenger from Tacoma, Washington, weighing in at 269 pounds, Jay the Savage. And his opponent from Huntsville, Alabama, weighing in at 258 pounds, the WCW United States Champion and the Universal $1 Million Champion, Frankie the Reaper Fingers.
I'll tell you one of the more scary things right now, because Totes holds 2 single championship belts, cannot challenge for other ones. So, double-edged sword, what is going to happen if Jay Savage can win this belt tonight? Then Totes turns around and goes after the WCW World Championship. Will he do that, or will he set his sights on the Universal title? Hard to tell. Either thing can happen. But currently the Syndicate also holding the world title belt. Will either Andrew Dubs or Wee Man Grayson play a role in this match? Right now, Bischoff staying out of the way, letting these two guys get after it. Totes taking the early advantage, and a huge DDT assisted right there off that top rope. Goes, rolls up the leg. 1, 2. And remember, it is not going to be just one fall that'll get that belt defended or won. You are going to have to beat your opponent twice, either by submission or pinfall. But it'll have to be twice. Totes gets back up to his feet. Savage chasing after him. Dubs watching on. Bischoff making sure everything's staying on the ups. Right in position, but look at him. He's kind of lined up with Andrew Dubs there. Maybe they're doing a little bit of talking. Maybe they're figuring out some things. Maybe Bischoff thinks it would be better for the Syndicate to start taking the place of the Horsemen, waking up the Horsemen a little bit. 1, 2, not even a 2 count. Jay Savage kicking out in 2, but maybe waking up both of these groups a little bit more and opening the door for the New World Order. You saw Bischoff come out, obviously. the creator of the New World Order. And Bischoff right there holds Savage up. Totes is starting to figure this out, though. Kind of saw it coming a little bit. So followed up really quickly. Not allowing Savage the advantage after Bischoff tries to hold him up. And then right back down. What is Totes doing here? Going up underneath the arena. Gets a stop sign. Understands he can't make it back in time. But look at this. Just delivered the stop sign to Savage. That way Savage could use it back on Totes McGoats' dome there. Rolls him up. 1, 2. And Totes kicking out in 2, but quite the nice guy, Totes there. Just deliver the stop sign over to Savage so he could get hit in the head with it. But remember, Totes has that strong, has that hard head style fighting. But now Savage firmly in control of the match and setting up for it. Totes getting up to his feet slowly. Here he goes. Hits him once. Hits him twice. 3 times a lady. Hits him with it 3 times now. Rolls up the leg. 1, 2. And Totes kicking out in 2. Jay Savage now going up underneath the ring. Saw it coming. Tried to get rid of the trash can, but now Totes rolls up the leg. 1, 2. And Jay Savage kicking out in 2. Thought Totes might have been setting up for it. There it is. The extraction. Thought he might have hit it off that trash can, but didn't. 1, 2, 3. And there is 1 fall already. So Totes, if he can do it one more time, will retain the United States title belt. Look at Wee Man throwing stuff in there. Totes saying, bring it on. Let me sing you a song. Jay Savage saying, man, I will backhand you if you try to sing it to me one more time. Picks him up, almost got him. Hurricane Rana style, almost got him right on that guitar. And now Jay Savage starting to make a comeback. Andrew Dubb sitting there looking on. Oh, missed him with that front kick. But Bischoff staying in position. Wee Man not even really moving, kind of staying out over there. It's saying he's out of position right now, but kind of looking like he's in position to me. As the fight continues on the outside of the ring so far, Totes McGoats has won the belt from Peyton Hardy, a video that we dropped today. Defended it against Paul the Thing, former world champion. Recon Delta, current world champion. 2, 3, and Eric Bischoff twice counts out the 3 count.
Here is your winner, and still the WCW United States Champion, Frankie the Reaper Fingers.
Totes getting the win here tonight, defending the belt for a record 5 times. Who is going to be the one that stops him? And was that on purpose? If you think about it, it might have been, because like I said earlier, even though you'd win the United States title belt, that would also release Totes to be going after a world title and possibly be putting the WCW world title that Recon Delta holds in a little bit of danger there. So maybe that was the reason why. Jay Savage always thinking, always masterminding things. And maybe that was the reason right there. Now, we haven't seen a lot of the light heavyweight title getting defended. So we are on the women's side, that is. So we are trying to see more of that. And with that, Kylee Kidman of the Judgment Day now gets her shot.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WCW Light Heavyweight Championship.
It's kind of interesting. We've only seen the belt defended on episode 1, 11, and 22. So, gonna start seeing a lot more of this belt getting defended. And that starts here tonight. New initiative out by Eric Bischoff. Some of these belts that we have not seen defended, you will start seeing a lot more of. What is going on? Jamar Games, welcome to the stream. Yeah, and we also cleared out a little bit of space, so we've got 4 slots in our Universe Mode open right now. More will be made available as they are needed. One of the coolest entrances has got to be Kylee Kidman's. You got Kylee Kidman. Lady Rock's got a cool entrance. Penny's got a really cool entrance. But right now, Kylee Kidman trying to take on the role of Rhea Ripley in the WCW. Doesn't quite have the size, but will have it in a different way. So trying right now to take on that role and help the Judgment Day start winning some title belts in the women's division. Kelly's hair is on another level. That's not easy to do, by the way. So Kylee Kidman now been in our universe for a while, but hasn't really stepped up and done a whole lot. Will that start changing here tonight? I mean, obviously stepped up, made some huge splashes by leaving the bikers, but now faces one of the most iconic characters that we've got in our Universe Mode. She has been with us since season 1 and probably one of the faces of our universe. Phoenix making her way down to the ring right now. You look at some of the things, too, that are most downloaded in our universe. You guys can download all of our title belts, all of our created wrestlers, even some title belts that aren't in our universe that we made, kind of alternate title belts. Use the hashtag Totes, that's hashtag TOTES, in Community Creations to download these characters. But Phoenix getting her very first shot at defending the title here tonight. Won it from Heather D. Heather won it from Rebecca Dawn.
Introducing the challenger from the west side, Kylee Kidman. And her opponent from the 5th dimension, the WCW Light Heavyweight Champion, Fenwick.
So one of the most coveted belts, one of the top 3 most downloaded things that we have done, the men's light heavyweight, the women's light heavyweight, and Bobbi Hart. Those are our 3 most downloaded creations. 2 of them in the ring right now. So here we go, Phoenix and Kylee Kidman. Can Kylee get some things turned back around, or will Phoenix continue her winning streak? Kylee now rolling up the leg. 1. And only a 1 count. Don't know if you guys have noticed, but Samantha Irvin should be the one calling all the matches or all the introductions into the matches here tonight. Keep an eye out for that. Some of the matches got a little bit jacked up, so we'll see how it plays out. But you can do that when you edit the match individually. You can go into more options and change which one of the 3, or no no announcer for that matter. So kind of tedious, but it can be done. So we'll see how that goes here tonight. What is going on, JP? Welcome to the stream. Never fun moving. I'm not a big fan of doing any kind of moving. So far, a very back and forth match. Phoenix now trying to maintain some momentum here. And every time Kelly Kidman goes to get things turned around, ends up not being able to. Phoenix now throws her outside the ring and then goes right after, staying on the pursuit. And look at the boots of Kelly Kidman. Imagine getting stomped by those. Probably not the thing you want going on. Looks like Phoenix trying to weaken the legs just in case she does happen to get stomped by one of those boots. Maybe it won't be so bad. And now look at this, stomping Kelly Kidman into the ground. The Order of the Phoenix trying to show the Judgment Day why they are so dominant in the women's division. Huge elbow off that top rope, rolls up the leg. 1, 2, and not even a 2 count, my bad. Oops a daisies on that. And Phoenix coming up with some innovative moves, now setting up for it, the rise of the Phoenix. Is Kelly gonna get hit with it? And she does get hit with it. Phoenix now goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3, and Phoenix will retain the Women's Light Heavyweight Championship.
Here is your winner, and still the WCW Light Heavyweight Champion, Blaq.
I'll tell you what, pretty crazy, but since joining, Kelly was very dominant in the Bikers, but for some reason, since joining the Judgment Day, has not found the same, I don't want to call it luck, but the same success as she has since moving to the Judgment Day. Is that going to get turned around? Can she find a way to get back on track? We'll have to wait and see. But before we wait and see about all that, what we're about to see is the defending of the 8-man Tag Team Championship title belts. Some of the factions are starting to look at it as if that is what is going to make their faction stand apart from the other ones, even though they are unofficial title belts, even though the GC Rock Survival belt is not an official title belt. It becomes a lot more legitimate the more that the wrestlers want it. So making their way down to the ring first is the brand new WCW Judgment Day.
The following contest is a fatal 4-way tag team match and is for the WCW Extreme Tag Team Championship. Introducing first, at a combined weight of 444 pounds, the Judgment Day!
What is going on, Vipero? Welcome to the stream. So the Judgment Day now making their way down. You look at a team like this. You got Jake Plague, one of the larger wrestlers. You got Billy Kidman that could take it off the top rope anytime he wants to. So really interesting mix as far as these tag teams go. Is that going to help them play to their advantage? Maybe not in a match like this where everything is all crazy and it's just a tornado-style tag match. No tag ins, no tag outs. But then again, maybe it is. We are going to have to wait and see.
And their opponents, first, at a combined weight of 501 pounds, the WCW Extreme Tag Team Champions, D-Generation X.
So this is one of the only match types you will see it where the champions can walk out at any position, not necessarily just the last position. But D-Generation X going through where they had to defend the Universal Tag titles and lost to Vipero and Andrew Dubs, now having to put what some are calling the faction title belts on the line here tonight. The 8-man tag team title belts. The only way to win these belts is in this match. This is the only style match. It is called the 8-man tag team championship match. What is going on, Destin? Welcome to the stream, brother. What is happening, Witcher? Welcome to the stream, sister.
Making their way to the ring at a combined weight of 487 pounds,
the Bikers now making their way down to the ring. It is really funny. There's about 4 or 5 different wrestlers. Herbie is one of them. That makes me want to do a news segment and really show you guys the sliders. But announce on it in like a short 15-minute, maybe a live stream, 15 to 30-minute news segment of what's going on with the different wrestlers, the different teams, how things are going. We are now almost to a point where we really could probably do that. I know we haven't been streaming in the morning, but we may be getting back to that soon as well, and maybe that's one of the ways that we do it. At least have one of those mornings be a short, 15 to 30-minute news segment, and just go over, kind of really deep dive into some of the things, deep dive into some of the title stuff that goes on, talk about the stuff, get everybody kind of on the up and up. If you miss some things, you can catch it on the news segment that week. So something that we're looking at doing, I'm looking at doing some other things.
At a combined weight of 471 pounds, L.A. Knight and Braun Breaker, the NWO.
Look at the state of this. A brand new branch off of the New World Order, L.A. Knight and Braun Breaker, formerly of the NWO Black and White, but now members of NWO Los Angeles or NWO LA. God, kind of makes you wonder, is LA Knight the leader of this new faction? And does this NWO faction work together with the Black and White faction? Gonna have to stay tuned to figure that out. But right off the bat, you can see this match should just be called Complete pandemonium. But 4 different factions going after these title belts here tonight kind of also makes you wonder, will the WCW at some point play into it and form their own team to try to keep factions from winning these title belts? There's still enough tag teams out there that technically aren't associated with the faction. But right now, LA Knight, what kind of a move was that? LA Knight, Jace Wagner getting after it. Jake Plague now on top of it. You see the size of Ed Cardozo, but at the end of the day, typically wrestles a lot bigger than he is. Jake Plague trying to get after, getting a trash can. Herbie stopping him from using it as of now. Braun Breaker and Jace squaring off. Kind of shocked that all these opponents are still in the ring. Braun Breaker throwing some more out there. And now Herbie trying to put a stop to Breaker, but Breaker gets through that, takes Herbie's knee out. And now most of the wrestlers making it to the outside of the ring and getting after it. I'll tell you what, that's going to make for quick nights the more they fight on the outside of this ring. Billy Kidman trying to do some stuff. 1. And Braun Breaker kicking out in 1. D-Generation X really wanting to maintain control of these title belts. It is the biggest thing right now that really lends a lot of relevancy to D-Generation X 2.0. You look at the Syndicate holding multiple belts. You look at the 4 Horsemen holding multiple belts. Not even sure if the Judgment Day cares so much about the gold. They just want to win and beat you up. And now a brand new branch, it looks like, of the NWO. NWO Los Angeles. Who is a part of that? Who is leading that? Is John Cena still overall the leader, or what is going on with all of that? Jake Plague now trying to put an end to Breaker's night. And Breaker still kicking out in 1. Billy Kidman, LA Knight getting after it. Look at it, was crazy. Oh, Breaker split open, didn't even see that. Jace kicking out, and look at the move of that. Most of Jake Plague's moves absolutely devastating. In matches like this, I typically tell people to watch what I'm not calling. You hear me calling something over here, I just avert my eyes somewhere else and watch something else. Probably one of the better ways to get the most out of the matches. Now Ed Cardozo. Oh, look at that. Pleading with Herbie not to do anything. He doesn't, but now Breaker's got Kidman in his dad's move, the Steiner recliner, or in his uncle's move. But Kidman fights out of that. Ed Cardozo controlling what's going on the outside of the ring. Judgment Day trying to stick together on the inside, which is very wise. And Jake Plague now dropping Breaker back down onto his head. Not sure what Jake was getting ready to do right there. But he has a microphone whipping it around. Billy Kidman rolling up the leg of Grady and only getting a 1 count. And typically what happens in a match style like this is once one falls, things start happening really fast. Now both men have to be eliminated. This is an elimination match. And now Billy Kidman eliminated by Grady, a member of the Bikers. So Jake Plague, the only remaining member, but look at this. If you ever wondered why Jace Wagner is the leader of DX, he waited until Grady did what he did and then put the Jace of Spades onto Grady. which is going to even this match up really quickly. Now fighting to get his way back up. Grady throwing him on the outside of the ropes. And in a crazy crowd participation move, Grady beats the chest of Jace Wagner. Grady's now out looking to get an interview from somebody, but Ed says, hey, no interviews allowed. Get back in the ring, or get back on the ring. Herbie now trying to save Grady, grabs Ed, drops him on his head. Jace fighting everybody off that he can. LA Knight whips Herbie into the corner, but look at that, saved by Jake Plague. And whether it was on purpose or it wasn't on purpose, it doesn't even matter. Plague now clearing the ring. Jace looking like he was going to take some time, take a shot down over here, but Jake Plague and Braun Breaker. Breaker still a lot of blood coming out of his head. And look at that. Gets the old 2 for special. Both guys sitting in front of LA Knight get taken out by a diving shoulder block from Braun Breaker. And thought Jace right there was going to take out Herbie. Breaker waiting in the wings. Uh-oh, Skedios, that might be it. 2. And that's Ed's finishing move. And the Judgment Day have been eliminated from the 8-way Faction War title match, and you know they have got to not be happy about that. Ed now trying to end the nights of a few other factions as well. Braun Breaker just throwing everybody back in the ring. Jake Plague now making his way out of the arena. Herbie on the ground as well. And that's Herbie's finishing move, but is he going to go for the pin? He does. 1, 2, 3. And Herbie eliminates Ed Cardozo. So now half of the champions out. And look at that. Jumps over Jace. Hits Braun in the face with the calf. And the Bikers now starting to run a little roughshod. But look, you still got the entire tag team from the Bikers. You still got the entire tag team from the newly formed NWO Los Angeles. Still a lot of questions on that by itself. And a single member of D-Generation X. DX fighting through it. Oh no! NWO right now trying to put the Bikers out. 1, 2, 3, and 1 Biker member gone. And now it would be in the Bikers and DX's best interest to fight the NWO as if they were their own tag team. Oh, LA Knight hits him with the old sneakity diggity. Braun Breaker going for the cover right here. Rolls up the nothing. He rolls over the chin. And Grady kicks out again. LA Knight coming up with these huge things, and this will be all over, but the Crying hits him with the spear. Now rolls up the leg. 1, 2, 3, And now the champions are in a lot of trouble. It is NWO LA versus one member of D-Generation X. Braun Breaker misses it. Can Jace find a way to fight through these two? It is highly doubtful, especially a look at just the end of this match. Will the NWO make a mistake and give him a window? So far, it does not look like it. Guys, while we got a second, remember, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, turn on the bell notification so you don't miss any time we go live, share the video. And this is like the thing that he really could have used. But you can see how tough this really is. Both of them on top of it, neither one of them giving them any space to breathe. And just keeps throwing him into the stairs, into this, into that. Every time he reverses one, he's got the other. And every time it looks like they're going to back off, they don't. So trying to get back up, but they just can't decide. And this might, if Jace can just time this right, maybe, just maybe be able to use this to his advantage. They keep hitting each other, causing more damage. Jace has not put in one move as of yet, ever since it was a 1-on-2 match. That is very true. Whoa! Almost a crazy little spot right there. But does not work out. A little bit of missed timing. And the fact that he's still even in this match is amazing. But see, right there, that's what I'm talking about. He gets one move in and then not able to finish it. Not able to get to the second guy and get the second move in. Right as he fights through it, Braun Breaker throws the stop sign and foils it again. Here we go. This might be it. Puts him in the Steiner recliner. And still does not tap. If you wondered, like I said, if you wondered why he's the leader, you can definitely see the toughness in this match. Again, trying to do it, but can only turn around one of them. And it's pretty interesting point on this end of it. Usually one of them will be doing that. They'll be doing some crowd taunting, or they'll break it up. And we've seen this in the past where one of them has gone into the ring, but these two former WCW World Champions know better than to do that. So they are staying right in the middle of it, right involved, not even giving Jace a chance to do anything. So it makes you wonder, why didn't Jace just take the pin, get up on out of here? But it's just not in his DNA. He is going to fight him with everything he's got, whether he is at the end or he's not at the end. And LA Knight getting ready to put it into it right now, but will Braun Breaker mess it up? Of course he will. That's part of the AI I wish they would get better. And it's gotten better over the years, but I wish they would just fix it. like that swinging and swinging and swinging and swinging and swinging. Like, if your guy's got him, it shouldn't be swinging. Like, period. Like, if your partner's going after a finishing move, he shouldn't be doing it, period. So right there where Braun Breaker just knocked him out, if Jace could then take advantage of it, Jace now bleeding too. But he just can't get it done. Rolls over the chin. 2 and 3. Brand new 8-man tag team champions.
Here are your winners, LA Knight and Braun Breaker, the NWO.
So it didn't take long for them to find tag team gold back around their waist. But now lending more credence, lending more success, living more legitimacy to the New World Order as the New World Order starts taking back some of these championship title belts. But now the leader of the Judgment Day and Vipero will face off in a hardcore match for the Hardcore Championship title belt.
The following contest is an Extreme Rules match and is for the WCW Hardcore Championship.
So multiple different announcers said night in an interesting twist. I think it was the last Nitro, not last Nitro, the one before last. But Raven now getting his shot. Is Raven going to start taking some shots at the world title as well? You got to believe that is why he went out, put this group together, formed this group so he could get some more shots at the top. Always believed the first go-round in the WCW did not get his fair shake. Trying to make that different in WCW 2.0. But in order to do that, he is going to have to fight Vipero. That hardcore title belt goes with Vipero's outfit. But Vipero just on the last Nitro, him and Andrew Dubs winning back the Universal Tag Team Championships, and now tonight having to defend the hardcore title against Raven. So Vipero, if you go back to, episode 18, that is where you fought Bama Boy for the title belt.
Introducing the challenger from the bottomless pits, weighing in at 228 pounds, Grady! And his opponent from Columbus, Georgia, weighing in at 205 pounds, the WCW Hardcore Champion and one half of the Universal
Vipero getting ready to put that WCW Hardcore title belt on the line right here. Raven, all too familiar in the Hardcore division, taking his shot tonight at that championship title belt. But again, what does this lead to? Does it lead? Is he going to be looking more at the world title? Is he going to start looking at the WCW United States title? Don't know, but tonight, looking at that Hardcore title, has his hands taped up and ready to go. Can the leader of the Judgment Day get it done right here? Raven immediately gets Vipero down, but then goes after a trash can. You know, one of Raven's absolute favorite weapons was a trash can. So very fitting that he's got the trash can in the ring right now. Vipero now taking him up top. Gonna try to flip him right on top of that trash can, and does. Goes to the top rope, flips him up on top of that. Raven now getting back to his feet. And takes a missile drop kick right to the head. And Vipero hitting him with it yet again. Jumps off the second rope, body splash, 1, 2. And Vipero using his surroundings very well. And now staying in control of this match. You know, we'd say a lot of times you look at the Syndicate, very militaristic, very precision orientated. And you can see that in this match right now. Vipero, instead of going down below, takes it up top twice. Raven blocking it. And now Vipero taking him over to the corner. Gonna try to put a whoop'em on him like his daddy never did. Hits him once in the head, hits him twice. Raven jumps down. Vipero says, "What are you doing?" And Raven going again up underneath and getting a chair. Vipero saying, "Okay, well, if you got a chair, let me get a ladder." And the ladder wins out in the end. Hits him with the ladder, throws it at him. Hits him with it again. Chair being dropped, now throws him into those steel steps. Probably one of the best ways to use those steel steps is throwing them into them. And a huge choke-ish type hip toss slam right there. And now getting him up, driving those knees into him. Thought Raven might have been going for the stairs. Instead goes back, finds the chair that he grabbed, and going to work on the shoulder and neck section and the lower section. He's just going to get to work on everything. Throwing the jabs, letting the hands go, letting the knees go. And Raven showing you why he's been so long in the game. Very resilient despite all the offense Vipero has shown him up to this point. But even despite all of it, the falls aren't going to count anywhere. They've got to only count in the ring. No countouts going on in an Extreme Rules match. But to end the match has to be ended inside the ring. Raven now, what is going on? Setting up for it. Trying to hit him with the flock. Splits Vipero open. 1, 2, 3. And Raven becomes the brand new Hardcore champion.
Here is your winner, and new WCW Hardcore Champion, Raven.
Raven now showing you why he is the leader of the Judgment Day, winning his very first title belt since returning to WCW 2.0 and since starting the Judgment Day flock. Now another title belt that is on the line. This is very odd for our type of matches. Haven't seen this in a while, but every single match tonight will have a title belt included in it somewhere.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WCW Women's United States Championship.
So now Women's United States title belt on the line. Jane winning it from Heather. Heather oddly becoming the first one to never defend the title belt, but somebody who hasn't had a shot at this title belt is Bobbi Hart. Now Bobbi Hart getting her very first one-on-one title shot. Jane, having beat Heather for it, defended the strap on Nitro a few weeks back against Tiffany Stratton, and now putting that title belt on the line once again against Bobbi Hart. Now, some interesting news coming down the pipe. It is starting to look more and more like Holly H. Hart and Pamela Hart are going to retire. However, there has been some things in the works where we might get two more Hart sisters or two more Hart cousins. Not sure of the family relation as of yet, and not sure that any of it is going to work out, but that is the word on the street. There might be a shakeup in the Hart Foundation if those two choose to retire. Another very funny bug is the hair that we've seen now, this hair glitch. She'll be fine in the match, but in the entrance attire, Jane coming out with the wrong color hair. Heather D was coming out with the wrong color hair as well. But their in-ring attire, it gets fixed, so don't adjust your TV screens. Things will all come back together soon. Has Willie uploaded a caw? I don't even know. What is the name of it if he has?
Introducing the challenger from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, Bobbi Hart. And her opponent from Leeds, England, the WCW Women's United States Champion, the Legend Killer, Jane.
Starting to wonder why Jane's hair hasn't changed back yet. But we're going to see. All you got to do is upload it with the hashtag TOTES and the name. Yeah, if it's not Willie or if it's not K-Pop21, I need to know the name of it. Maybe this is the thing Jane is doing right now, matching the hair color of her opponent, but whatever she's doing, that is still Jane. Jane, though, getting off to a fast start. The current WCW Women's United States Champion, putting her title belt on the line right now against Bobbi Hart. And it is crazy. We have expected Bobbi Hart to have won the world title by now, but now getting her shot at the United States Championship. Can she win that here tonight? I don't know how to say his name. It looks like K-Op, K-Pop, K-Op, Q-Op. I don't know. I'm terrible, dumb American. What is going on, Rowdy? Welcome to the stream. Q-Op. Oh, Jane ducking it. Thought it was going to be a big clothesline coming in from Bobbi Hart, though. Jane ducks it, hits her with the DDT, staying on top of it right now. Going to take her, whip her into the ropes. And looking back, like right when Bobbi Hart made her debut, absolutely dominated wrestling, then came back again, started to dominate wrestling, and now here in season 5 and 6, just not going the same way. But we have seen it with a lot of people. You know, we'll point to like a Jace Wagner. Totes went through a long losing streak. Recon Delta went through a long losing streak, and now these wrestlers all back at the top of their game. So, is this going to be the match Bobbi Hart turns it around? We got to keep asking ourselves until it happens, obviously. But right now, you can't win on a countout. You can win the match, but you can't win the title belt. So, Bobbi has got to find a way to get Jane back in the ring, or get in the ring herself and reset the count. Jane, however, could keep her on the outside and just call it good, but doesn't do it. Jane starting to get fired up, but Bobbi was right behind her because of that count. Two. The hardcore, he had the hardcore strap. But they're still the Universal Tag Team titles, and this is their finishing move. Is this going to end it? Do we have a brand new Women's WCW United States Champion? And we do, with Bobbi Hart winning the gold here tonight.
Here is your winner, and the new WCW Women's United States Champion, Bobbi Hart.
Could this be the start of some new things for Bobbi Hart? We are going to keep an eye on that as we move forward, but this belt will be defended more and more, so we will see a lot more of Bobbi Hart. Now this is going to be something. This is going to be right out of a what's going downtown. We had a lot and have a lot of singles matches. Also, somebody might want to reach out to Blaize McCoy, let him know he is debuting tonight for a world title shot in the WCW. That'll probably be going on in the next 30 minutes or so. But first, for the Universal Money in the Bank Championship, you are looking at all former WCW World Champions, former World Champions, or former Universal World Champions. All of them tonight, all 8, will get a shot here tonight in this ladder match to take a shot at the Universal title whenever they want. 8-way ladder match getting ready to start right now. How about Sting's new Titantron? You're seeing it right now.
The following is an 8-man ladder match. Making his way to the ring from Venice Beach, California, weighing in at 259 pounds, the Icon.
So Sting was our long-time WCW World Champion, or Universal Champion, my bad. He has not won. He has not won the WCW Championship. Had a shot at it, but ended up losing to Damian. But did hold on to our Universal World Championship and held on to it for the longest, defending it 3 times. Jericho and Robbo both defending it twice. Totes and the current champion Roman Reigns both having defended it once. Who is going to be the next one to go up against Roman Reigns? That's going to be the other thing, you know what I mean? Yeah, that is like the $1 million title looks really good on Paul the Thing. Like, it looks like it was made for him. More than anything in the world, we're going to fix this. I don't know whose entrance this is, but it is fixed next time.
And representing the Hart Foundation from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, weighing in at 225 pounds, Chris
Chris Jericho, like you go back and you look early on, this is back, all the way back into season 3, midway through season 3, Chris Jericho pulls a move on Boom. For those of you who know Boom, Boom had won the title from Goldberg of all people. Jericho goes, cashes the Money in the Bank briefcase in. Boom never touched the title belt, and Chris Jericho pins Boom. Then goes on to defend the title against Roman Reigns and The Rock. So not like he didn't have one until he lost it to Robbo. So getting a shot here tonight for a shot. And wouldn't that be some poetic justice? He ends up winning the Money in the Bank briefcase again and getting a shot at it again and winning the title belt. That would definitely be something.
And representing the Four Horsemen from the nearest nightclub, weighing in at 304 pounds, the WCW World Television Champion, Rowdy Hunt.
Rowdy now coming from the nearest nightclub, getting ready for this ladder match as well. The enforcer of the Four Horsemen, the current WCW World Television Champion. That title belt is not on the line here, but you can see the briefcase suspended above the ring. Rowdy getting his eyes set on that, trying to become only the second Universal World Champion to hold it 2 times. Right now, it is kind of crazy, but Totes my Goats is the only 2-time champion. You've got Cody Rhodes, who won it in Season 2, Totes my Goats in Season 2, Rowdy in Season 2, and then Totes my Goats again in Season 2. So it has been quite some time since Totes has held it. Then Goldberg, Boom, Chris Jericho, Robbo, Hollywood, Hulk Hogan, Sting, and now Roman Reigns.
287 pounds, Paul the Thug.
Yes, you are. You know the Horsemen like bringing props down to the ring. Paul the Thing, former WCW World Champion. Been trying to get his hands back on those gold belts, but unable to do it. So is he trying to set his sights a little bit higher here tonight? If he can win, get his shot at the Universal World Championship. Look at the state of this entrance. A lot of red and yellow.
Venice Beach, California, weighing in at 335 pounds, Hogan!
So you know that could only mean one thing. Hulk Hogan now making his way down to the ring, hoping to get his shot again. Him trying to become maybe only the second one to ever win it twice. I think Vipero's saying if he wins, he's going to put a mask on. On K-pop. Q-pop, I don't know. Q-op? Q-op? So 5 already making their way down to the ring. 3 more to go, and then that bell is going to ring, and we are going to see who can win and become Mr. Universal Money in the Bank. Yeah, we did some new things with the ring, some new things with the mat, new entrance video right over there.
And from the old country, weighing in at 337 pounds,
Damian, now former WCW World Champion, making his way down to the ring. Tied for the longest run, but really thought it was going to go on longer. You look at the people that he beat Blackheart for the belt, then beat Digital Dogs, then defended it against Sting until he lost it to Recon Delta. And now Recon Delta getting a chance to tie the record here tonight as well. When you look at the longest title defense for WCW, Hogan defended it twice. Blackheart twice. Damian twice. So those are your records right there. Can he tie the record? Recon tonight and then possibly move even further. And then break it. Definitely have to keep an eye on that. This would be an interesting question. Who do we think deserves, not even in this match, but who do we think?
And representing the LWO from San Juan, Puerto Rico, weighing in at 239 pounds, Archangel Angel.
But who do we think should get a shot? Who do we think could actually dethrone Roman Reigns that is currently in the WCW? Angel now making his way down to the ring, doing a lot of work on his character. Will that pay off here tonight? Angel spending a lot of time getting back to the basics, getting things rolling, helping the Hit Squad win the WCW World titles, but now looking to start having success of his own out in singles matches. And now the final competitor before we get this bell rung. It is the two-time WCW World Champion.
Weighing in at 266 pounds, Blaq Hart.
Blaq Hart now making his way down to the ring as well. Going back, looking at the different title defenses that there have been. Blaq Hart has been recovering from an injury. You know, speaking of injuries, at the last WrestleMania, Dominic Mysterio got injured very badly by Totes McGoats. He has just recently this week been cleared to resume wrestling activities. So welcome back, Dominic Mysterio, even though he's in the WWE. Still good to see him back and in action. But Blaq Hart now getting his shot again. Putting the Money in the Bank briefcase on the line. Who is going to walk away from it tonight? 8-way ladder match getting ready to start right now. We have seen a lot of 2, 3, and 4-way ladder matches, and they go really quick. Is that going to be the same case in an 8-way, or is it going to run too long? Definitely something we'll be keeping an eye on. But look at this. Paul the Thing not even messing around. Hogan watching him do it, though. Damian using it against people. And Hogan waiting until Paul goes to pick up the ladder. And now back and forth they go. Damian bringing another ladder into it, but not even being able to be used. Sting, Rowdy, Chris Jericho on the outside. Damian now getting back to his feet. Paul trying to control the action against Hogan. Damian sliding in. And hitting Paul right in the scunion and then splitting it open. Hitting him again, and Damian can't make up his mind who he wants to kick more, Paul or Hogan. Now picks up the ladder. Sets it up. Paul, though, stops him from climbing it, but you know who he's not stopping is Hogan. Hogan now gets up on the top, reaches up for that ladder. Chris Jericho, I don't even think he realizes what he's doing. Paul breaking it up, but Hogan still trying to get it done, and I just don't think the other guys understand what Hogan's doing right now. Blaq Hart finally does, pushes it over, Sting gets him, Paul catches Hogan, and down they all go. So this is what I mean. I don't think sometimes these guys are aware of what's going on once they're outside of the ring. I don't think they understand what's happening on the inside of the ring. Before, they might have been a little too aware, but now maybe not as much. Hogan now and Chris Jericho in the ring. Damian sliding back in the ring, waiting on the outcome, grabbing the ladder, setting it up, swinging at Hogan, but look at this. Hogan stops Damian, gets him down, and you know Hogan's going to go back up top. Again, I don't think people are paying attention. Hogan trying to put a win on it. One more and he's got it. And I think we have a brand new Mr. Money in the Bank. Even with an 8-way, you can see Hogan firmly focused on that Money in the Bank briefcase.
here is your winner, and Mr. Money in the Bank, Hulk Hogan.
And I'm just not sure that other people were so focused on it. Now, that doesn't mean that they don't get title shots, but Hogan now has the distinction of being able to cash that in whenever, wherever, and however he wants. So congratulations going out to Hogan. Hogan, I think if you look at this too, let me just look real quick before I make this statement. I think Hogan and Totes are the only people to ever win the Universal World title and the WCW World Championship. Now, both of these guys might walk out with the belt. We have seen somehow Chris Ray walk out with what must be an imposter belt. But will he walk out with it tonight? It's not going to matter.
The following champion versus champion contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the WCW Light Heavyweight Championship.
Light Heavyweight Championship belt on the line. Will Chris Ray, look at it. You knew he was going to do it. Comes out wearing an imposter belt. Just to get under the skin of Eagle Star. Eagle Star, the most prolific light heavyweight champion run, was ended by Chris Ray, but before Chris Ray could even defend the title belt, faced off against Eagle again, who won it back from him. So here we go yet again. The feud between these two will rage on. Now the crazy thing about it is Chris Ray actually won the Horseman trials, and then in a surprise move ended up in the New World Order before ever making his debut as a Horseman. But that opened the door to bring Rowdy back into the Horseman. So we are about to find out here what that all means. Can Chris Ray win it back? Will Eagle finally defend it against Chris Ray? But look at this. The real belt now making its way down to the ring. Eagle Star making it down there. Being brought down by one of the new managers of the Horsemen. We have B-Fab, we have Scarlett, and now we also have Wee Man. A Horseman in training. But bringing Eagle Star down to the ring, trying to ensure that no shenanigans happen on the side of the New World Order. Again, Samantha Irvin for the first time calling a lot of our matches, announcing a lot of our matches.
Introducing first, from Ranburne, Alabama, weighing in at 204 pounds, the WCW Light Heavyweight Champion, the Innovator, Chris Ray.
Look, the fake belt is invisible.
And his opponent from Birmingham, Alabama, weighing in at 240 pounds, the WCW Light Heavyweight Champion, the Eagle Starman.
Eagle Star getting ready to put that belt on the line. The only two-time winner. If Chris Ray wins it here tonight, he will be the next two-time winner. Can Eagle Star stop that here and start another run defending the title belt? Eagle Star, the only one so far in the history of the WCW with one title defense. It went Ultimo Dragon, then Ed Cardoza won it, then lost it to Dragunov, then lost it to Eagle, who defended it 3 times, then to Chris Ray, and now back to Eagle Star yet again. So, no love lost between these guys. Looking like Chris Ray had a plan coming out, but that plan went right out the door. Eagle Star sliding into second base, taking them down to the ground. And now staying on top of stuff. You can see Eric Bischoff on the side, giving Chris Ray the instructions on what to do. Chris Ray trying to follow him, but Eagle Star stopping him from doing him. And what is this? El Jefe getting him in a weird, like, tarantula lock. And now getting the offense going. 2 very different styles. He flies through the air. Eagle Star really more of the ground and pound type of thing, but look, getting that leg up high enough to rake it right across the face of Eagle. Eric Bischoff now taking that turnbuckle pad off. Referee seemingly didn't find it. Eagle trying to block it. Chris blocking that. And Chris, I don't know if he can keep up this pace, but he has got a pace going on right now that might be a little faster than Eagle has anticipated. Now sees what Bischoff did, throws him chest first and rolls up the leg. 1, 2. And Eagle rolling out. Don't know if the referee is going to see it, but that almost put the kibosh on the title defense of Eagle Star. Oh, thought it was going to be a DDT right outside them ropes. It's not. Eagle rolls back in. Thought he might have been trying to keep him on the outside. Maybe take it even by count out. And a big lariat with the right arm. Eagle now rolls him up. 1. And Chris Ray kicks out. Eagle now in control of the match. Referee does finally notice what's going on over there, and Eagle Star using that time without a referee to his advantage, taking the shin right across the head of Chris. And look at that, Chris trying to fight back into the center of the ring, throws him in there again. But see, look, this time pad was up. I don't think Chris Ray expected that. And now Eagle, went for the punch. Chris grabs it. And for some reason, this match, it's almost like every time Eagle Star goes to do something, Chris has the answer. But is Eagle Star going to find a way to collect the bounty? He usually does, and we might be seeing it coming up here shortly. Big backbreaker right there, and here we go. The prelude to the bounty collector. Gets Chris Ray up and brings him right back down. Now grabs the leg. 1, 2, 3. And Eagle Star will retain the light heavyweight championship.
Here is your winner, and still the WCW Light Heavyweight Champion, the Eagle Starman.
So hopefully that will take care of the imposter title and get things back together. But Eagle Star retaining that championship belt, and now down to the final 3 matches of the evening. We actually have an extra match in here tonight with the women's world title belt on the line. But right now, before that happens, Witcher will be putting the television title on the line against Suzie Lee, the leader of the New Blood.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the WCW Women's World Television Championship.
Suzie Lee now making her way down to the ring, debuting the brand new outfit as the leader of the New Blood. So you got the leader of the Bikers, the leader of the New Blood, facing off here tonight on Thursday Night Thunder with the WCW Women's World Television title belt on the line. This will go a long way to jump-starting any career. As now title belts have a huge impact on the development of our wrestlers. And now Witcher making her way down to the ring. A two-time title belt holder as well. Holds the Universal Divas Champion as well as the WCW Women's Championship. Only the Television Championship belt will be on the line tonight. However, both of the GMs of WWE and WCW got together and both agreed that the Divas title has got to be defended more often than not. It is another title belt that just has not seen a lot of title defenses, so we will start seeing that belt more and more. But currently, Witcher has been in a fight against Rebecca Dawn over her own motorcycle. That will be coming up in a future pay-per-view event. But tonight, none of that matters as the television title is what is on the line here right now.
Introducing the challenger from Smithfield, North Carolina, the Terror, Suzie Lee. And her opponent from Austin, Texas, the WCW Women's World Television Champion and the Universal Women's International Champion, the Superstar, Tony the Witch Cox.
It's kind of crazy. You look at the men's title belt. The men's title belt defended multiple times by multiple different people. Not exactly the same has it been for the women's television title. You've already got Rebecca Dawn winning it 3 times. Witcher winning it twice. But Victoria Van Diver, Phoenix, Kelly, Kidman defended it 1 time, which ties the record. Cheyenne Davis winning it 1 time and defending it once, which defends the record. Angela Starr winning it. Lady Rock winning it. So lots of different champions. Lots of times this belt is changing hands. Can Witcher tie the record and defend it 1 time here on the ladies' side, or will Suzie Lee be the one to take the title belt and just continue that tradition of not a lot of title defenses going on? 1, 2, and already a 2 count. Kind of shocked. I don't think anybody is as shocked as Suzie was that she had already got that 2 count. Now Witcher starting to wake up. Might have came out here a little flat, but now trying to get things going. Both of these women leading male-dominated factions. Which one of them can come out on top here tonight? And then you look at who's got the most experience. Suzie, brand new to the universe. Witcher, having been around for quite a few years now. Really has a lot of the experience, so Suzie has got to rely on pure instincts to get through this match and win it. Suzie now starting to come alive. And probably what will be her best friend in this match is pacing Witcher, getting back to her feet. Suzie in kind of a vet type move lets Witcher use her own energy to get up, not helping her up at all, and Witcher's starting to notice that as well. Now takes her, whips her over those top ropes, swings and a miss. But now hitting Suzie right on the chest, trying to knock the wind out of her. All 10 counts. Suzie falling though, trying to get back to her feet. Witcher in tow. And a big kick, not just one, but 2 times. Once to the front, once to the back. Suzie back up. Big clothesline now gets in there. And is she waiting for Witcher to come back in? Referee count already up to 4. Suzie, very disciplined, waiting on the inside of the ring. Not one to fight on the outside, understanding that she cannot win that title belt on the outside of the ring. Getting Witcher back in the ring and now getting to work. But look, Witcher, no stranger to a brawl. One of the toughest female competitors that we have, too. And kicks out in 2. But the drama is starting to become real. What is going on here? Picks her up. And back down. That is her finisher. Is this going to do it? 1, 2, 3. And in true women's television fashion, we have a brand new women's television champion.
Here is your winner and the new WCW Women's World Television Champion, the Terror, Suzie Lee.
So even though Suzie Lee really very young in our universe mode, found a way, and also shows you why she was chosen to lead the new blood and brings home the women's television championship to the new blood now in a double main event. Blaize McCoy signs with the WCW, but one of the stipulations was his very first match had to be a world title shot at the Syndicate and Recon Delta.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WCW World Heavyweight Championship.
So if you don't know who Blaize McCoy is, this is Blaize Radio. Go check out his channel. There he is in the chat. Blaize getting ready to take on the WCW World Champion in his very first debut match here in WCW. Slightly totesified. Look at that screen, the logo of his channel up top, plus the terrible towel. But WCW Men's World Championship belt on the line right here. Recon Delta having an opportunity to tie Hollywood Hulk Hogan and Blackheart for the and Damian for the most title defenses. Will he be able to do that here tonight, or will Blaize in his debut match become the very first WCW Men's World Champion? Now, Recon Delta normally making his way down to the ring with his faction, but here tonight has left the faction in the back. So the Syndicate will be watching from the backstage area, and Recon Delta comes out here on his own, putting that WCW World Championship title belt on the line. Trying to tie history by defending it here tonight and possibly make history. But before he can make it, he has got to get past Blaize.
Introducing the challenger from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 250 pounds, Blaize McCoy. And his opponent from Elysian Fields, weighing in at 252 pounds, the WCW World Heavyweight Champion,
So Recon Delta, Blaize McCoy getting set to lock it up here. Gonna be a really interesting match. Two different styles of wrestling going on here. But looking at Blaize McCoy kind of gives you the vibes almost of one of the larger wrestlers. Kind of like a Brock Lesnar, but can do some things that not even Brock can do, so keep your eyes out and ready for that. But Recon Delta has the great equalizer in wrestling in a move that we call the Delta variant. A spear that has put down a lot of wrestlers. So we'll definitely keep an eye out for that. Now Blaize, you can see obviously having some surgery of some sort on his back. Now gets Recon belly to belly takedown. Referee trying to stay back, trying to stay out of the way. Will that play here tonight? Still City Sultans in the house, indeed. One of the funny bugs that they got to work themselves out of. Recon now trying to get back to his feet. Blaize setting up for it. A big boot, and do you see that? Almost looked like he knocked Recon out, but Recon trying to recover quickly. Blaize waiting on him on the inside of the ring now. Whips him into the ropes. Big corkscrew takedown, but look at this. 1, 2. And already a 2 count, and I don't think Recon was ready for what is about to happen. Recon, though, going to show you why. He is the current world champion. Trying to get his wits about him, trying to slow down the pacing a little bit just so he can figure out what is happening. Goes outside the ring and trying to use the outside as that great equalizer. Remember, outside the ring, very thin pad on concrete, so that will even things up in a quickness. The Syndicate, too. Recon very strategical, might be realizing right now could have bit off a little bit more than he could chew. So already might be thinking about using the count out to get out of this match and retain the belt. And as we say that, he takes Blaize, throws him back into the ring. Blaize using the ropes to get back up. Recon sitting right there. And I was going to say, you got to watch out because that's how he typically does it. Whips you into the ropes and then unleashes the Delta variant. Recon now going, whipping him into the ropes. And hits him with a big right hand. Grabs the leg. 1, 2. And Blaize still kicking out in 2. That has put down a lot of wrestlers, but that is not putting Blaize down right now. Whips him again. And look at that. This might be the opening that Blaize needs. Recon Delta tries to hit him with a Delta variant, whips him into the ropes. Blaize having enough awareness to sidestep it, and now takes him to the outside of the ring, where again, just that thin rubber pad is the only thing between you and the concrete and Recon Delta's head. Taking him now, using the entire arena, using that floor, using the steel steps. And now look at this, putting him in the blaze of glory. He can't win on the outside, but this is certainly wearing him down. Referees count now up to 6. They have got to get back in the ring. Blaize throws him. Gets in the ring himself. But the belt cannot change hands on a countout. Recon Delta getting back up to his feet and does not get in time, so Blaize will win in his debut match, but the title belt will not change hands. Recon will retain the title, but Blaize McCoy wins against the WCW World Champion. And I'll tell you what, for it being that close, it can't be over. But GG's going out to Blaize Radio. Go subscribe to Blaize's channel. Do the thing. Very interesting stuff over on this channel. A lot of fun, a lot of different things happening. If you want to get involved in his channel, he will let you know every live stream how to do just that, which are already over there on his side. Some other familiar faces: Jace Savage, Vipero, Andrew Dubs, some of the ones that you see in the chat right now. Brooklyn Joker also in the chat. So, and Brooklyn Joker will be making his way as well. But right now, what we are going to have is Ozzy defending her title belt right here against Ivy Niles.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WCW Women's World Championship.
And check out the state of Ozzy's entrance. Hopefully you guys will be able to see it as she walks down to the ring. Hopefully you'll be able to see that Titantron behind her. Hilarious. Of course, keeping it just out. Oh, you kind of see it right there. And a slightly new look from Ozzy tonight. One small little change that we will point out here in a second. But Ozzy, the current WCW Women's Champion, has defended that belt 3 times in a row, or 10 times in a row. That is a record for any of our title belts. And she has been the only WCW Women's Champion since WCW started in Season 5. The only Season 5 Women's Champion, the only Season 6 Women's Champion. Can she defend it here tonight against Ivy Nile? Ivy Nile may be short, but look at the muscle she has sacked onto that frame. Definitely a legitimate competitor. Wasn't getting her fair shake in the WWE, so now making her way down, getting her shot here tonight. Has been in the WCW since Season 5. Just have not seen a lot from her as she has been injured, but now coming off that injury, getting her shot. Eric Bischoff thinks that she deserves the shot, and so she will get it here right now.
Introducing the challenger from Knoxville, Tennessee, Ivy Nile. And her opponent from the Queen City, the WCW Women's World Champion and the Ring of Women's All-Star Champion, the phenomenal one, Moxley.
So Ozzy with a slightly different look. If you look down at her boots, the bottom of it, ruby red. A nice little touch. Likes to show her competitors that there is no place like the backstage area after she beats them. But gonna have to try to stay a step ahead of Ivy Niles, even though she is the larger competitor. Ivy's still a lot of power behind her wrestling and her wrestling technique. Can wrestle with the best of them. Definitely does not wrestle to her size. Doing good, Eagle. You just missed your match. I think your match was like 2 or 3 matches ago. And look at this. Ozzy being a great teammate. Letting Ivy get in some reps that she missed at the gym earlier today. And Ivy right back on it. Staying on top of Ozzy. But this isn't something we haven't seen before. Typically, Ozzy's opponents usually get off to a pretty fast start, and then Ozzy turns things around, gets things rolling, and then ends the match with a quickness. Same thing could be going on right here tonight. Ozzy now starting to get on a bit of a roll. And just look at the different movesets now, getting her locked in. Her own arm underneath the chin, but now Ivy fighting through it. Both women getting back to their feet, but before Ozzy can get to hers, Ivy goes flying up, grabs her, and Ozzy already getting things turned back around. Ivy is starting to understand why Ozzy has been the only WCW Women's Champion. And look at the state of that referee. I mean, keeping his eyes on the whatever, but not breaking that up, not coming to the aid of Ivy Niles. And that's one of the things that you get when you have been the only champion ever. Ivy getting back to her feet. Ozzy flying through crossbody, and you heard a crunch right there at the end. Let's hope Ivy is not injured yet again. Ozzy now, usually that is the move that sets up the yellow brick road. Ivy rolling back in the ring. Don't even know how she's continuing the match. Ducks the one punch, hits her with the second one, now grabs her. Has some kind of strange chokehold locked in. Ozzy now fighting through it. And whips her into the corner. Again, that is also typically a prelude. Now grabs the leg, 2, 3, and Ozzy defends the championship yet again. But look who it is. We just talked about Kylee Watson not getting a shot at the world title. This goes all the way back to season 2. Now cashing in the Money in the Bank briefcase, getting her shot. Getting her shot right now. Can Ozzy make it a 12th defense? We'll have to wait and see, but look at this. Kylee definitely the same size as Ozzy, but look, already hitting it. Hits her with the yellow brick road. Is that going to be it? Rolls up the leg. 1, 2. And somehow Kylee kicks out in 2. Ozzy looking around like what just happened. Can't even believe that somebody could kick out of the yellow brick road. Kylee now getting back to her feet. Goes through, hits her with that side crossbody through the ropes. And Ozzy not even playing around. Kind of had a short match with Ivy in the beginning, so not expending a lot of energy. Now Kylee trying to get things turned back around because Ozzy has been firmly in control so far. But Kylee looking like she's starting to make some inroads here on the outside of the ring. Throws her into the ring. That might have been a little premature. Ozzy looking at her, thought she might have tried to fly through them ropes again, but doesn't. Now letting the hands go. Backbreaker. Gets Kylee back to her feet. Kylee ducks around now, going after the leg of Ozzy. And Kylee has a pretty devastating move of her own. But look at that, and I'm going to tell you, everything Ozzy does is strong. Now going, taking that corner post off, setting up for her finisher. Could this be it? Could we have a brand new champion? Grabs the leg. 1, 2, 3. And Kylee Watson becomes only the second woman ever in the history of the WCW 2.0 to be the women's champion.
WCW Women's World Champion, Kylee Watson.
That is so crazy because that means now every member of the women's version of the NWO has become a world champion at some point, but Kylee defeating Ozzy here tonight to win the championship. Ozzy setting the mark at 11 straight wins before finally, or 12 straight wins, but 11 straight title defenses before finally losing to another woman in the world title division. So, guys, that is going to do it for us here tonight. Remember, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, turn on the bell notification so you don't miss any time we go live, share the video, go subscribe to Blaize Radio, go subscribe to Solo Season Universe, and we will catch all of you in the next one. Peace.